Lane, körfält, fil.
Lane. Lane.
Jag lämnar centret och slår in på Ash Lane.
I leave the center and turn into Ash Lane. I leave the center and turn into Ash Lane.
Instans, anföra, fall.
Instance. Instance.
I sådana fall ska ansökan anses ha avslagits.
In this instance, the application shall be considered to be refused. In this instance, the application shall be considered to be refused.
Apart, isär, ifrån varandra.
Apart. Apart.
Ta isär den om det är nödvändigt.
Take it apart if necessary. Take it apart if necessary.
Dom, domen, omdöme.
Judgment. Judgment.
Jag lät mina känslor fördunkla mitt omdöme.
I let my emotions cloud my judgment. I let my emotions cloud my judgment.
Procent, andel, procentsats.
Percentage. Percentage.
Hur många procent av finländarna är finlandssvenskar?
What percentage of Finns are Finno-Swedes? What percentage of Finns are Finno-Swedes?
Exportera, utskeppa, export.
Export. Export.
Traditionell export och traditionella sändningar av bearbetade produkter.
Traditional exports and traditional dispatches of processed products. Traditional exports and traditional dispatches of processed products.
Seger.
Victory. Victory.
En hård kamp ledde till en historisk seger för det svenska laget.
A fierce battle led to an historical victory for Sweden. A fierce battle led to an historical victory for Sweden.
Tomt, handling, komplott.
Plot. Plot.
Då skulle det bli en berättelse utan handling eller karaktärstillväxt.
That would be a story with no plot and no character growth. That would be a story with no plot and no character growth.
Mekanism, maskineri.
Mechanism. Mechanism.
Bakomliggande mekanism och klinisk betydelse är okända.
The underlying mechanism and the clinical relevance are unknown. The underlying mechanism and the clinical relevance are unknown.
Anländer, komma fram, ankommer.
Arrive. Arrive.
Han var siste man att komma fram.
He was the last person to arrive. He was the last person to arrive.
Lagstiftning, lagar.
Legislation. Legislation.
Och här är vi nu och stiftar lagar för att rätta till lagar.
So, here we are, making legislation to correct legislation. So, here we are, making legislation to correct legislation.
Matematik, matte.
Math. Math.
Matematik är som kärlek, ett enkelt koncept, men det kan bli komplicerat.
Math is like love. A simple idea, but it can get complicated. Math is like love. A simple idea, but it can get complicated.
Rita, dra, oavgjort.
Draw. Draw.
Matchen slutade oavgjort.
The match ended in a draw. The match ended in a draw.
Automatisk, automat, självverkande.
Automatic. Automatic.
Automatisk växellåda med en hydraulisk momentomvandlare med.
Automatic gearbox with a hydraulic torque converter with. Automatic gearbox with a hydraulic torque converter with.
Slutsats, avslutningen, ingående.
Conclusion. Conclusion.
De har båda dragit samma slutsats.
They both reach the same conclusion. They both reach the same conclusion.
Överraskning, överraska, förvåning.
Surprise. Surprise.
Jag vill överraska henne.
I wanted to surprise her. I wanted to surprise her.
Andliga, spirituella, själslig.
Spiritual. Spiritual.
Vad kommer det att innebära för oss att vårt andliga öga är ogrumlat?
Hollow square if our spiritual eye is simple. What will this mean to us? Hollow square if our spiritual eye is simple. What will this mean to us?
Takt, takten, tempo.
Pace. Pace.
Ta det i din egen takt.
Pace yourself. Pace yourself.
Mittemot, motsats, tvärtom.
Opposite. Opposite.
Jag menade tvärtom.
I meant the opposite. I meant the opposite.
Summan, summera, belopp.
Sum. Sum.
Summan avrundades uppåt.
The sum was rounded up. The sum was rounded up.
Ordningen, system, intrigera.
Scheme. Scheme.
Varaktighet för stödordningen eller det individuella stödet.
Duration of scheme. Duration of scheme.
Skarp, vassa, vass.
Sharp. Sharp.
Knivspetsen är vass.
The tip of the knife is sharp. The tip of the knife is sharp.
Skift, förskjutning, övergång.
Shift. Shift.
Bitskift åt vänster.
Left bit shift. Left bit shift.
Tillfälle, ibland, orsaka.
Occasion. Occasion.
Det är bara för ett enda tillfälle.
This is just for one occasion and only one occasion. This is just for one occasion and only one occasion.
Finger, fingra på, tumma på.
Finger. Finger.
Mitt lillfinger gör ont.
My little finger hurts. My little finger hurts.
Trots, illviljan.
Despite. Despite.
Trots att jag är utmattad så kan jag inte somna.
Despite the fact that I'm worn out, I can't fall asleep. Despite the fact that I'm worn out, I can't fall asleep.
Enastående, utestående, utstående.
Outstanding. Outstanding.
Jag brukade bli belönad med semesterdagar för ett enastående skytte.
I used to get reward vacations for outstanding shooting skills. I used to get reward vacations for outstanding shooting skills.
Konventionen, årskonvention, regel.
Convention. Convention.
108. Se vägledningen för tillämpning av Århuskonventionen, S.
108. See Århus Convention Implementation Guide, page 108. See Århus Convention Implementation Guide, page
Hål, hålet, håls.
Hole. Hole.
Det finns ett stort hål i din strumpa.
There is a big hole in your stocking. There is a big hole in your stocking.
Utställning, mässan, utställande.
Exhibition. Exhibition.
Hans utställning på Stadsmuseet tilltalade mig inte alls.
His exhibition at the City Museum didn't appeal to me at all. His exhibition at the City Museum didn't appeal to me at all.
Kölvattnet, vakna, väcka.
Wake. Wake.
God morgon. Dags att vakna.
Good morning. It's time to wake up. Good morning. It's time to wake up.
Komfort, bekvämlighet, trösta.
Comfort. Comfort.
Mary försökte trösta Tom.
Mary tried to comfort Tom. Mary tried to comfort Tom.
Ingången, hänrycka, entré.
Entrance. Entrance.
Ingången till toaletten är mycket smutsig.
The entrance to the toilet is very dirty. The entrance to the toilet is very dirty.
Engagemang, inblandning, deltagande.
Involvement. Involvement.
Asterisk ökar den privata sektorns deltagande för att främja investeringar och reformer.
Greater involvement of the private sector to boost investment and reform. Greater involvement of the private sector to boost investment and reform.
Överklagande, vädja, tilltalar.
Appeal. Appeal.
Rock tilltalar unga män och kvinnor.
Rock appeals to young men and women. Rock appeals to young men and women.
Lön, lönen, avlöna.
Salary. Salary.
Vad är minimilönen i ditt land?
What's the minimum salary in your country? What's the minimum salary in your country?
Bonus, gratifikation, premie.
Bonus. Bonus.
Champ får en bonus när affärerna går bra.
Champ gets a bonus when business is good. Champ gets a bonus when business is good.
Fattigdom, armod, misär.
Poverty. Poverty.
Etniska minoriteter kämpar mot fördomar och fattigdom.
Ethnic minorities struggle against prejudice and poverty. Ethnic minorities struggle against prejudice and poverty.
Ben, benet, bena.
Bone. Bone.
Han anklagades för att ha stulit dinosaurieben.
He was accused of stealing dinosaur bones. He was accused of stealing dinosaur bones.
Hushåll, hus, hushålls.
Household. Household.
Klister, gluttin, ej för pappers- eller skrivmateriel, eller för hushåll.
Gluten, glue, other than for stationary or household purposes. Gluten, glue, other than for stationary or household purposes.
Toppen, höjdpunkt.
Peak. Peak.
Toppen reser sig över molnen.
The peak rises above the clouds. The peak rises above the clouds.
Fungera, verka, operera.
Operate. Operate.
Vi måste genast operera.
We have to operate immediately. We have to operate immediately.
Hatar, hata, hat.
Hate. Hate.
Jag hatar människor med känslor.
I hate people who have feelings. I hate people who have feelings.
Tower, tornet, torn.
Tower. Tower.
Tornet kollapsade.
The tower collapsed. The tower collapsed.
Gården, gård, varvet.
Yard. Yard.
Vi har en stor trädgård.
We have a big yard. We have a big yard.
Återförsäljare, dealen, handlare.
Dealer. Dealer.
Min far köpte tavlan från en legitimerad konsthandlare.
My father bought the painting from a legitimate dealer. My father bought the painting from a legitimate dealer.
Undrar, konstigt, förundran.
Wonder. Wonder.
Jag undrar vem som gav Tom den informationen.
I wonder who gave Tom that information. I wonder who gave Tom that information.
Dimension, aspekten, mått.
Dimension. Dimension.
Mått på släpkärra.
Dimensions of the center axle trailer. Dimensions of the center axle trailer.
Närliggande, närbelägna, närheten.
Nearby. Nearby.
Hon bor i närheten.
She lives nearby. She lives nearby.
Farliga, riskfyllda, farlig.
Dangerous. Dangerous.
Ni är farliga.
You guys are dangerous. You guys are dangerous.
Sko, skon, skor.
Shoe. Shoe.
Jag hittar inte mina skor.
I can't find my shoes. I can't find my shoes.
Biljett, etiketterar, normalpris.
Ticket. Ticket.
Janni sålde allt han ägde för att få pengar till en hembiljett.
Yanni sold everything he had to raise money for a ticket home. Yanni sold everything he had to raise money for a ticket home.
Bestämmelse, tillhandahållande, proviant.
Provision. Provision.
De kom med lite proviant.
They came with few provisions. They came with few provisions.
Tillräcklig, adekvat, lämplig.
Adequate. Adequate.
Den här målrätten är lämplig för 3.
This meal is adequate for 3. This meal is adequate for 3.
Hotet, hot mot, hot.
Threat. Threat.
Tom är inte något hot.
Tom isn't a threat. Tom isn't a threat.
Säkert, förvisso, verkligen.
Certainly. Certainly.
Tom är säkert rädd.
Tom is certainly scared. Tom is certainly scared.
Kära, raring, kär.
Dear. Dear.
Låt er inte luras, mina kära vänner.
Don't be deceived, my dear friends. Don't be deceived, my dear friends.
Leksak, tojen, leka.
Toy. Toy.
Pojken vill ha en leksak.
The boy wants a toy. The boy wants a toy.
Krets, banan, omkrets.
Circuit. Circuit.
En integrerad krets till fotodetektor.
A photodetector integrated circuit, and. A photodetector integrated circuit, and.
Mysterium, mystik, gåta.
Mystery. Mystery.
Mordet förblir ett mysterium.
The murder remains a mystery. The murder remains a mystery.
Beräkna, räkna, kalkylera.
Calculate. Calculate.
Beräkna t-värdet enligt följande.
Calculate the t-value, as follows. Calculate the t-value, as follows.
Föreläsning, föredrag.
Lecture. Lecture.
Studenterna lyssnar på en föreläsning i historia.
The students are listening to a history lecture. The students are listening to a history lecture.
Löfte, lovar, utlovar.
Promise. Promise.
Tom höll sitt löfte till Mary och hjälpte henne att ogräsrensa trädgården.
Tom kept his promise to Mary and helped her weed her garden. Tom kept his promise to Mary and helped her weed her garden.
Kravet, krav, behoven.
Requirement. Requirement.
Krav för främre kraftuttag.
Requirements for front power takeoffs. Requirements for front power takeoffs.
Guvernör, regulatorn, centralbankschef.
Governor. Governor.
Jag visste att han försökte använda pengarna till att bli guvernör.
I knew that he was trying to use that money to become governor. I knew that he was trying to use that money to become governor.
Härlig, vackra, underbar.
Lovely. Lovely.
Vilken underbar trädgård.
What a lovely garden. What a lovely garden.
Leende, ler, le.
Smile. Smile.
Jag får dig att le.
I make you smile. I make you smile.
Skådespelare, aktör, sujet.
Actor. Actor.
Tom är en röstskådespelare.
Tom is a voice actor. Tom is a voice actor.
Formella, högtidlig, formell.
Formal. Formal.
Du är så formell.
You are so formal. You are so formal.
Mestadels, oftast, mest.
Mostly. Mostly.
Genetiska sjukdomar är oftast obotliga.
Genetic diseases are mostly uncurable. Genetic diseases are mostly uncurable.
Sjukdom, sjuka, ohälsa.
Illness. Illness.
Hans frånvaro berodde på sjukdom.
His absence was due to illness. His absence was due to illness.
Piano.
Piano. Piano.
Jag tycker att killar som kan spela piano är coola.
I think that guys who can play piano are cool. I think that guys who can play piano are cool.
Förklaring, redogörelse, upplysning.
Explanation. Explanation.
Hans förklaring var inte tillfredsställande.
His explanation was not satisfactory. His explanation was not satisfactory.
Tillfredsställelse, belåtenhet, nöjdhet.
Satisfaction. Satisfaction.
Hennes leende återspeglade den glädje och tillfredsställelse hon kände.
Her smile reflected her great joy and satisfaction. Her smile reflected her great joy and satisfaction.
Anta, antar, antag.
Suppose. Suppose.
Jag antar att du har rätt.
I suppose you are right. I suppose you are right.
Fienden, fiende, fiendens.
Enemy. Enemy.
Fienden till bra är bättre.
The enemy of good is better. The enemy of good is better.
Fantastiska, häpnadsväckande, otroligt.
Amazing. Amazing.
Det är ett otroligt resultat.
This is an amazing result. This is an amazing result.
Oro, oroa, oroar.
Worry. Worry.
Oroa dig inte över det.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Kapten, lagkapten, befälhavaren.
Captain. Captain.
Han är lagkapten.
He's the captain of a team. He's the captain of a team.
Omöjligt, omöjlig, outhärdlig.
Impossible. Impossible.
Tom tror att det är omöjligt.
Tom thinks it's impossible. Tom thinks it's impossible.
Erkännanden, antagning, inträde.
Admission. Admission.
Det är fritt inträde under jullovet.
Admission is free during Christmas break. Admission is free during Christmas break.
Extremt, oerhört, ytterst.
Extremely. Extremely.
Vi är extremt upptagna.
We're extremely busy. We're extremely busy.
rimlig, skälig, förnuftig.
Reasonable. Reasonable.
Det är en rimlig fråga.
That's a reasonable question. That's a reasonable question.
Lättnad, lindring, befrielse.
Relief. Relief.
Tom suckade av lättnad.
Tom sighed with relief. Tom sighed with relief.
Prince, furste, prins.
Prince. Prince.
Fridsfurste.
The Prince of Peace. The Prince of Peace.
Förhållandet, kvoten, förhållande.
Ratio. Ratio.
Stökiometriskt luft, bränsleförhållande.
Stoichiometric air, fuel ratio, kilogram per kilogram. Stoichiometric air, fuel ratio, kilogram per kilogram.
På, till, upp på.
Onto. Onto.
De är oss på spåren.
They're getting onto us. They're getting onto us.
Formel, formulan, formulering.
Formula. Formula.
Denna formel kan användas för slaktkroppar som väger mellan nummertecken och nummertecken kilo.
This formula shall be valid for carcasses weighing between hash and hash kilogram. This formula shall be valid for carcasses weighing between hash and hash kilogram.
Bröst, kista, bröstkorg.
Chest. Chest.
Pojken höll valpen mot sitt bröst.
The boy clasped the puppy to his chest. The boy clasped the puppy to his chest.
Recept, matrecept.
Recipe. Recipe.
Nej, om du hjälper mig sälja mer så hittar jag fler recept åt dig.
No, if you help me sell more, I help you find recipes. No, if you help me sell more, I help you find recipes.
Öl, ölen, ölet.
Beer. Beer.
Jag har slutat med öl.
I'm off beer. I'm off beer.
Flaska, buteljera, burken.
Bottle. Bottle.
Sami stal en flaska vin från restaurangen.
Sammy stole a bottle of wine from the restaurant. Sammy stole a bottle of wine from the restaurant.
Undantag, undantagsfall, undantagande.
Exception. Exception.
Det här kan vara ett undantag.
This may be an exception. This may be an exception.
Organiska, ekologiska, organisk.
Organic. Organic.
Tjänster för återvinning av organiska föreningar på kryogen väg.
Reclamation of organic compounds by cryogenic means. Reclamation of organic compounds by cryogenic means.
Tennis, stickade.
Tennis. Tennis.
Jag tycker om tennis.
I like tennis. I like tennis.
Konversation, samtal, tal.
Conversation. Conversation.
Han kan inte föra ett samtal.
He can't hold a conversation. He can't hold a conversation.
Tradition, hävd.
Tradition. Tradition.
Det här är en familjetradition.
This is a family tradition. This is a family tradition.
Främst, huvudsakligen, framför allt.
Mainly. Mainly.
Arbetet kommer huvudsakligen att inriktas på att.
Work will mainly concentrate on. Work will mainly concentrate on.
Specifikt, särskilt, speciellt.
Specifically. Specifically.
Speciellt hjärnan.
Specifically her brain. Specifically her brain.
Blad, löv, lövnivå.
Leaf. Leaf.
Han skakar som ett löv.
He is shaking like a leaf. He is shaking like a leaf.
Sand, sanden, sandstranden.
Sand. Sand.
Barnen gräver i sanden.
The kids dig in the sand. The kids dig in the sand.
Bekväma, komfortabla, bekväm.
Comfortable. Comfortable.
Den här stolen är väldigt bekväm.
This chair is very comfortable. This chair is very comfortable.
Måltid, mål, mjöl.
Meal. Meal.
Jag åt en hyfsad måltid.
I had a decent meal. I had a decent meal.
skjut, bild, skjuta.
Slide. Slide.
Ta upp den, och försök att skjuta den över till andra sidan.
Pick it up, and try and slide it across other side. Pick it up, and try and slide it across other side.
Byxor, byxa, byxan.
Pants. Pants.
Det här är mina byxor.
These are my pants. These are my pants.
Moraliska, sensmoralen, moralisk.
Moral. Moral.
Sensmoralen med den här historien är:
The moral of the story is this. The moral of the story is this.
rök, röker, röka.
Smoke. Smoke.
Han bestämde sig för att en gång för alla sluta röka.
He decided to give up smoking once and for all. He decided to give up smoking once and for all.
Synd, synden, synda.
Sin. Sin.
Obefläckad avlelse betyder enbart att jungfru Maria själv föddes utan arvsynd. Kristi födelse kallas jungfrufödelse.
Immaculate conception simply means that the Virgin Mary herself was born without original sin. Virgin birth is how Christ came about. Immaculate conception simply means that the Virgin Mary herself was born without original sin. Virgin birth is how Christ came about.
Omfattande, vidsträckt, extensiv.
Extensive. Extensive.
Det finns en omfattande undervattensgrotta med stora grottsystem under parken.
There is an extensive underwater cave system beneath the park. There is an extensive underwater cave system beneath the park.
Ockupationen, yrke, sysselsättning.
Occupation. Occupation.
Att se på TV är deras favoritsysselsättning på fritiden.
Watching TV is their favorite leisure time occupation. Watching TV is their favorite leisure time occupation.
Effektivitet, verkningsgrad, ändamålsenlighet.
Efficiency. Efficiency.
Jämförelse av rationalisering och effektivitet.
Comparison in terms of efficiency and effectiveness. Comparison in terms of efficiency and effectiveness.
Förblir, återstår, resterna.
Remains. Remains.
Mordet förblir ett mysterium.
The murder remains a mystery. The murder remains a mystery.
Övervägande, vederlag, beaktande.
Consideration. Consideration.
Vi glömde att ta det i beaktande.
We forgot to take that into consideration. We forgot to take that into consideration.
Någon, någon, något.
Somebody. Somebody.
Är det någon här?
Is somebody here? Is somebody here?
Fras, frasen, uttrycket.
Phrase. Phrase.
Det här är en jättebra fras.
This is a very good phrase. This is a very good phrase.
Operatör, verksamhetsutövaren, aktör.
Operator. Operator.
1. De lägsta minimivärdet som får användas av en operatör för cirkling är
1. The lowest minima to be used by an operator for circling are 1. The lowest minima to be used by an operator for circling are
CAP, gemensamma jordbrukspolitiken, KEPS.
cap. Cap.
Killen i keps som stirrar på Kara.
The guy at the bar staring at Kara, in the baseball cap. The guy at the bar staring at Kara, in the baseball cap.
Förmögenhet, lycka, rikedom.
Fortune. Fortune.
Den där kostade mig en förmögenhet.
That cost me a fortune. That cost me a fortune.
Allra, stora, vidsträckt.
Vast. Vast.
Patientens stora förmögenhet spelade heller inte in.
The vast wealth of the patient was not a consideration, either. The vast wealth of the patient was not a consideration, either.
Storm, oväder, ovädren.
Storm. Storm.
Det är en stor storm på väg.
There's a big storm on the way. There's a big storm on the way.
Konkurrenskraftiga, tävlingsinriktade, konkurrenskraftig.
Competitive. Competitive.
Användarcentrerad forskning kommer att bidra till att utveckla konkurrenskraftiga lösningar.
Research with a user-centered perspective will contribute to the development of competitive solutions. Research with a user-centered perspective will contribute to the development of competitive solutions.
Uppenbara, självklart, tydligt.
Obvious. Obvious.
Det var väldigt tydligt.
It was very obvious. It was very obvious.
Ankomst, anländer, framkomst.
Arrival. Arrival.
Jag fick ett brev som informerade mig om hans ankomst.
I received a letter informing me of his arrival. I received a letter informing me of his arrival.
Wing, vinge, flygeln.
Wing. Wing.
Fågelns vinge var bruten.
The bird's wing was broken. The bird's wing was broken.
Helvetet, vad fan, attan.
Hell. Hell.
Helvetet bröt loss.
All hell broke loose. All hell broke loose.
Salt, salt, saltad.
Salt. Salt.
Strö salt i såret.
Rub salt in the wound. Rub salt in the wound.
Möjligen, eventuellt, kanske.
Possibly. Possibly.
Jag kan omöjligen komma.
I cannot possibly come. I cannot possibly come.
Ange, anger, specificera.
Specify. Specify.
Om jag, ange vilka frågor som diskuteras.
If yes, please specify the topics discussed. If yes, please specify the topics discussed.
Uppmuntra, främja, stimulera.
Encourage. Encourage.
Ett sätt att minska antalet fel i Teitobas korpus skulle vara att uppmuntra människor att endast översätta till sina modersmål.
One way to lower the number of errors in the Teitoba corpus would be to encourage people to only translate into their native languages. One way to lower the number of errors in the Teitoba corpus would be to encourage people to only translate into their native languages.
Bell, klocka, ringklocka.
Bell. Bell.
Allt som Bell har lagfarter till.
All that downtown property Bell has title on? All that downtown property Bell has title on?
Bön, bönen, böner.
Prayer. Prayer.
Läs dina böner.
Say your prayers. Say your prayers.
Korrekt, exakt, noggrann.
Accurate. Accurate.
Den är noggrann.
It's accurate. It's accurate.
Attityd, inställning, förhållningssätt.
Attitude. Attitude.
Jag gillar inte din attityd.
I don't like your attitude. I don't like your attitude.
Smala, trånga, snäv.
Narrow. Narrow.
Vilka smala trappor.
What narrow stairs. What narrow stairs.
Pinn, stift, polig.
Pin. Pin.
Varför skulle du försöka stift här på Rollins?
Why would you try and pin this on Rollins? Why would you try and pin this on Rollins?
Leta upp, lokalisera, hitta.
Locate. Locate.
Under tiden, hitta rätt på Dr. Grant.
Meanwhile, locate Dr. Grant. Meanwhile, locate Dr. Grant.
Syster.
Sister. Sister.
Hon är längre än sin syster.
She is taller than her sister. She is taller than her sister.
Råvaror.
Raw. Raw.
Algeriet importerar mycket råvaror.
Algeria imports a lot of raw materials. Algeria imports a lot of raw materials.
Gråta, rop, gråter.
Cry. Cry.
Alla bebisar gråter.
All babies cry. All babies cry.
Liberala, frisinnade, liberal.
Liberal. Liberal.
Hon fick en socialliberal intellektuell uppfostran.
She received a social liberal intellectual upbringing. She received a social liberal intellectual upbringing.
Tolkning, förklaring, uttolkning.
Interpretation. Interpretation.
De frågeställningar som behandlas i denna tolkning är:
The issues addressed in this interpretation are. The issues addressed in this interpretation are.
Utsträckning, grad, omfattningen.
Extent. Extent.
Frågan är i själva verket, i vilken grad kommer passionen in i bilden?
Really the question is, to what extent does passion enter the picture? Really the question is, to what extent does passion enter the picture?
Smutsiga, snuskiga, smutsig.
Dirty. Dirty.
Bilen är smutsig.
The car is dirty. The car is dirty.
Fara, faran, risk.
Danger. Danger.
Han räddade mig ur faran.
He saved me from danger. He saved me from danger.
Expansion, utvidgning, utbyggnad.
Expansion. Expansion.
7. Varför all denna utvidgning på den teokratiska tryckeriverksamhetens område?
7. Why all this expansion in the field of theocratic printing? 7. Why all this expansion in the field of theocratic printing?
Dyra, dyrt, dyr.
Expensive. Expensive.
Detta är ganska dyrt.
It's relatively expensive. It's relatively expensive.
Ämne, substans, ämnet.
Substance. Substance.
Grafen är ett ämne som består av rent kol.
Graphene is a substance made from pure carbon. Graphene is a substance made from pure carbon.
Taket, tak, taklägga.
Roof. Roof.
Kom ner från mitt tak.
Get off of my roof. Get off of my roof.
Kyss, kyssa, kyssen.
Kiss. Kiss.
Tom vill ha en kyss.
Tom wants a kiss. Tom wants a kiss.
Utnämning, tidsbeställningen, möte.
Appointment. Appointment.
Tom har ett möte idag.
Tom has an appointment today. Tom has an appointment today.
Damm, stoft, damma.
Dust. Dust.
Damma av hyllorna.
Dust the shelves. Dust the shelves.
Fel, felet, förkastning.
Fault. Fault.
Det var delvis mitt fel.
It was partly my fault. It was partly my fault.
Någon, någon, vem?
Anybody. Anybody.
Har någon kontaktat dig?
Has anybody contacted you? Has anybody contacted you?
Skyldighet, förpliktelse, åtagande.
Obligation. Obligation.
Skyldighet att spara information.
Obligation to keep information. Obligation to keep information.
Inbjuder, bjuda in, inbjuda.
Invite. Invite.
Vem mer vill du bjuda in till din fest?
Who else do you want to invite to your party? Who else do you want to invite to your party?
Innehav, hålla, håller.
Holding. Holding.
Tom håller i en kniv.
Tom is holding a knife. Tom is holding a knife.
Coach, tränare, lagledare.
Coach. Coach.
Jag vill anställa en tränare.
I wanted to hire a coach. I wanted to hire a coach.
Örat, öra, öron.
Ear. Ear.
Jag är idel öra.
I am all ears. I am all ears.
Frånvaro, avsaknad, saknas.
Absence. Absence.
Jag vill veta orsaken till hans frånvaro.
I want to know the reason for his absence. I want to know the reason for his absence.
Bröd, brödet, matbröd.
Bread. Bread.
Säljer ni bröd här?
Do you sell bread here? Do you sell bread here?
Plagg, kontakten, anslut.
Plug. Plug.
Du måste plugga in kontakten först.
You must plug in the connector first. You must plug in the connector first.
Laga, koka, kock.
Cook. Cook.
Tom är faktiskt väldigt bra på att laga mat.
Tom is actually a very good cook. Tom is actually a very good cook.
Informera, underrätta, meddela.
Inform. Inform.
Du borde informera din mamma så snart du kan.
You should inform your mother as soon as you can. You should inform your mother as soon as you can.
Relativt, förhållandevis, tämligen.
Relatively. Relatively.
Samis grannar är relativt trevliga.
Sammy's neighbors are relatively nice. Sammy's neighbors are relatively nice.
Erfarna, upplevt, erfaren.
Experienced. Experienced.
Han är en erfaren lärare.
He's an experienced teacher. He's an experienced teacher.
Experiment, försöket, experimentera.
Experiment. Experiment.
Läraren demonstrerade idén med ett experiment.
The teacher demonstrated the idea with an experiment. The teacher demonstrated the idea with an experiment.
Muskel, muskler, muskulatur.
Muscle. Muscle.
Deras muskler är stela.
Their muscles are stiff. Their muscles are stiff.
Cykel, motorcykel, cykla.
Bike. Bike.
Han hittade min cykel.
He found my bike. He found my bike.
Blind, mörken, rullgardin.
Blind. Blind.
Kärleken är blind.
Love is blind. Love is blind.
Blond, ljushårig.
Blonde. Blonde.
Jag föredrar när du är blond.
No, I prefer you as a blonde. No, I prefer you as a blonde.
Meddela, tillkännage, presentera.
Announce. Announce.
Meddela församlingens närvarosiffra för åminnelsen.
Announce the congregation's memorial attendance. Announce the congregation's memorial attendance.
Favorit, gunstling, favoriten.
Favorite. Favorite.
Som du kan se, jag är fortfarande Jons favorit.
As you can see, I'm still John's favorite. As you can see, I'm still John's favorite.
Organiserade, anordnas, organiserad.
Organized. Organized.
Organiserad utbildning i Norge daterar sig till medeltiden.
Organized education in Norway dates as far back as medieval times. Organized education in Norway dates as far back as medieval times.
Decennium, årtiondet, 10-årsperioden.
Decade. Decade.
Mot slutet av årtiondet hade de växt mångfalt.
By the end of the decade, the narcotic units had exploded. By the end of the decade, the narcotic units had exploded.
Distinkta, skilda, tydlig.
Distinct. Distinct.
Ej hydrolyserat lecitin bildar en tydlig klump på cirka 50 gram.
Non-hydrolyzed lecithin will form a distinct mass of about 50 grams. Non-hydrolyzed lecithin will form a distinct mass of about 50 grams.
Kommunicera, meddela, underrätta.
Communicate. Communicate.
Medlemsstaterna ska regelbundet underrätta kommissionen.
Member states shall regularly communicate to the Commission. Member states shall regularly communicate to the Commission.
Litterära, litterär, litteratur.
Literary. Literary.
Litterära, musikaliska och andra konstnärliga originalverk 3.
Entertainment, literary or artistic originals 3. Entertainment, literary or artistic originals 3.
Likvärdiga, motsvarande, motsvarigheten.
Equivalent. Equivalent.
Vad är den turkiska motsvarigheten till meditation?
What is the Turkish equivalent of meditation? What is the Turkish equivalent of meditation?
Kemi.
Chemistry. Chemistry.
Mitt huvudämne på universitetet var kemi.
I majored in chemistry at the university. I majored in chemistry at the university.
Palace, slottet, palats.
Palace. Palace.
Jag ska ta med dig till mitt palats imorgon.
I will take you to my palace tomorrow. I will take you to my palace tomorrow.
Ändå, helst, i alla fall.
Anyway. Anyway.
Jag gör det ändå.
I'll do it anyway. I'll do it anyway.
Ignorera, bortse från, strunta.
Ignore. Ignore.
Strunta i det, sa jag.
I said ignore it. I said ignore it.
Uppenbarligen, självklart, naturligtvis.
Obviously. Obviously.
Självklart inte.
Obviously not. Obviously not.
Självständighet, oberoende, oavhängighet.
Independence. Independence.
9,4 Erkända sjöfartsskyddsorganisationers oberoende.
9.4 Independence of recognized security organizations. 9.4 Independence of recognized security organizations.
Bidrag, insats, avgiften.
Contribution. Contribution.
Bidrag uppmuntras.
Contributions are encouraged. Contributions are encouraged.
Smutsa, jord, jorden.
Soil. Soil.
Han vattnade jorden.
He watered the soil. He watered the soil.
Någonstans, överallt, var som helst.
Anywhere. Anywhere.
Han tänkte inte gå någonstans.
I didn't plan to go anywhere. I didn't plan to go anywhere.
Producent, tillverkare, regissör.
Producer. Producer.
Tom är filmproducent.
Tom is a film producer. Tom is a film producer.
Psykologi.
Psychology. Psychology.
Att tillämpa kristna principer är också positiv psykologi.
The application of Christian principles is also positive psychology. The application of Christian principles is also positive psychology.
Sjunga, allsång, avsjunga.
Sing. Sing.
Jag fortsatte sjunga.
I continued singing. I continued singing.
Ris, riset, risgryn.
Rice. Rice.
Japans huvudgröda är ris.
The main crop of Japan is rice. The main crop of Japan is rice.
Våt, våta, blöt.
Wet. Wet.
Jag blev blöt ända in på skinnet.
I got wet to the skin. I got wet to the skin.
Resa, resan, färd.
Journey. Journey.
Hur lång var resan till New York?
How long was the journey to New York? How long was the journey to New York?
Personlighet, kändis, väsen.
Personality. Personality.
Ni måste förstå att Ghislaine var en stark personlighet.
Please understand that Ghislaine was a strong personality. Please understand that Ghislaine was a strong personality.
Förhoppningsvis, hoppfullt.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
Förhoppningsvis har du rätt.
Hopefully you're right. Hopefully you're right.
Fängelse, fängslade, fångvårdsanstalt.
Prison. Prison.
Skolan ser ut som ett fängelse.
The school looks like a prison. The school looks like a prison.
Sorgligt, ledsen, tråkigt.
Sad. Sad.
Det är jättetråkigt.
It's really sad. It's really sad.
Innehavaren, hållare, tillståndshavaren.
Holder. Holder.
I armstödet finns en kopphållare.
In the armrest is a cup holder. In the armrest is a cup holder.
Massiva, enorma, massiv.
Massive. Massive.
Detta är resultatet av 40 års massiv och okontrollerad invandring.
This is the result of 40 years of massive and uncontrolled immigration. This is the result of 40 years of massive and uncontrolled immigration.
Lugnt, tyst, tysta.
Quiet. Quiet.
Det är tyst här om nätterna.
It is quiet here at night. It is quiet here at night.
Slottet, borg, slott.
Castle. Castle.
Detta slott är vackert.
This castle is beautiful. This castle is beautiful.
Svårigheter, svårt, svårighet.
Difficulty. Difficulty.
Han mötte några svårigheter.
He was confronted with some difficulties. He was confronted with some difficulties.
Olagliga, illegala, otillåten.
Illegal. Illegal.
Skeppet genomsöktes noggrant, men inga illegala droger hittades.
The ship was searched thoroughly, but no illegal drugs were found. The ship was searched thoroughly, but no illegal drugs were found.
Lunch, äta lunch, frukost.
Lunch. Lunch.
Jag är hungrig för jag har inte ätit lunch.
I am hungry because I did not eat lunch. I am hungry because I did not eat lunch.
Passion, lysten, glöd.
Passion. Passion.
Musik är hennes passion.
Music is her passion. Music is her passion.
Heliga, helige, helgadom.
Holy. Holy.
Vilken skaparkraft ligger i Jehovas heliga ande?
Illustrate the creative power of Jehovah's Holy Spirit. Illustrate the creative power of Jehovah's Holy Spirit.
Förfrågan, utredning, undersökning.
Inquiry. Inquiry.
Men hans undersökning fick ett annat resultat än han hade väntat sig.
But his inquiry ended differently from what he had expected. But his inquiry ended differently from what he had expected.
Tjock, grova, tät.
Thick. Thick.
Degen är fortfarande lite tjock.
The dough is still a little thick. The dough is still a little thick.
Definitivt, absolut, bestämt.
Definitely. Definitely.
Tom borde definitivt ha fått dödsstraff.
Tom definitely should have gotten the death sentence. Tom definitely should have gotten the death sentence.
Vägledning, riktlinjer, guidning.
Guidance. Guidance.
Jag behöver vägledning.
I need some guidance. I need some guidance.
Kompis, bästis.
Buddy. Buddy.
Tom är en kompis till mig.
Tom is a buddy of mine. Tom is a buddy of mine.
Koncentration, halten, koncentrering.
Concentration. Concentration.
Druvmust avsedd för koncentrering får undergå partiell avsyrning.
Grape must intended for concentration may be partially deacidified. Grape must intended for concentration may be partially deacidified.
Lektion, läxa, lärdom.
Lesson. Lesson.
Så vitt jag vet är det en lektion ikväll.
As far as I know, there is a lesson this evening. As far as I know, there is a lesson this evening.
Axeln, skuldra, axel.
Shoulder. Shoulder.
Han la handen på min axel.
He put his hand on my shoulder. He put his hand on my shoulder.
Choklad, candysockren, pralin.
Chocolate. Chocolate.
Jag tycker om choklad.
I like chocolate. I like chocolate.
Pub, puben, krogen.
Pub. Pub.
Visloff, jag står utanför puben.
Wisloof, I'm standing right outside the pub. Wisloof, I'm standing right outside the pub.
Bomull, garn, tråd.
Cotton. Cotton.
Bomull absorberar vatten.
Cotton absorbs water. Cotton absorbs water.
Rikedom, välstånd, förmögenhet.
Wealth. Wealth.
Trots all sin rikedom och berömmelse är han olycklig.
For all his wealth and fame, he is unhappy. For all his wealth and fame, he is unhappy.
Samarbete, samverkan, samgående.
Cooperation. Cooperation.
Jag är här för att be om ditt samarbete.
I'm here to ask for your cooperation. I'm here to ask for your cooperation.
Utsäde, frö, frön.
Seed. Seed.
Vi sår frön.
We're sowing seeds. We're sowing seeds.
Skräck, fasa, fasan.
Horror. Horror.
Österns folk grips av fasa.
And the people in the East will be seized with horror. And the people in the East will be seized with horror.
Bränna, brinna, brännskadan.
Burn. Burn.
Vi måste bränna alla de här grejerna innan polisen kommer.
We need to burn all this stuff before the police get here. We need to burn all this stuff before the police get here.
Känsliga, lyhörd, känslig.
Sensitive. Sensitive.
En hunds nos är väldigt känslig.
A dog's nose is very sensitive. A dog's nose is very sensitive.
Fritid, nöjen, nöjes.
Leisure. Leisure.
Organisation och genomförande av nöjes- och kulturaktiviteter.
Arranging and conducting leisure and or cultural activities. Arranging and conducting leisure and or cultural activities.
Tillfälliga, temporär, tillfällig.
Temporary. Temporary.
Vistelse, tillfällig bosättning.
K. Stay, means temporary residence. K. Stay, means temporary residence.
Fantastiska, fantastisk, absurd.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Vilken fantastisk dag.
What a fantastic day. What a fantastic day.
Tunn, tunna, smal.
Thin. Thin.
Tom är inte smal.
Tom isn't thin. Tom isn't thin.
Fånga, tillfångatagandet, fångst.
Capture. Capture.
Trots det försökte du fånga både pojken och x5 452 delar.
Yet you tried to capture the boy and buy 5 450 seconds as well. Yet you tried to capture the boy and buy 5 450 seconds as well.
Mord, mordet, mörda.
Murder. Murder.
Polisen tror att Tom var inblandad i mordet.
The police believe Tom was involved in the murder. The police believe Tom was involved in the murder.
Lögn, ljuga, ligger.
Lie. Lie.
Skolan ligger däråt.
The school lies in that direction. The school lies in that direction.
Inaktiverad, funktionshindrade, rörelsehindrad.
Disabled. Disabled.
Det är svårt att tänka mig att jag en dag kan vara rörelsehindrad.
It's hard to imagine myself being disabled one day. It's hard to imagine myself being disabled one day.
Pension, återlösen, pensionering.
Retirement. Retirement.
Jag kan inte direkt säga att jag är glad över min pensionering.
I can't say I'm happy about retirement. I can't say I'm happy about retirement.
Tak, taket, stödtaket.
Ceiling. Ceiling.
Tom pekade mot taket.
Tom pointed toward the ceiling. Tom pointed toward the ceiling.
Offer, offret, brottsoffret.
Victim. Victim.
Har du någonsin varit offer för ett våldsbrott?
Have you ever been the victim of a violent crime? Have you ever been the victim of a violent crime?
Välfärd, Socialstyrelsen, välbefinnande.
Welfare. Welfare.
Åtgärder för djurs hälsa och välbefinnande.
Animal health and welfare measures. Animal health and welfare measures.
Effektiv, ändamålsenlig, duktig.
Efficient. Efficient.
Sluten silning av brunmassa och effektiv tvätt av oblekt massa.
Closed brown stock screening and efficient brown stock washing. Closed brown stock screening and efficient brown stock washing.
Åtagande, engagemang, löfte.
Commitment. Commitment.
B. Vilket löfte från Jehova gäller fortfarande för hans folk?
B. What commitment does Jehovah still have with regard to his people? B. What commitment does Jehovah still have with regard to his people?
Uppskatta, inse, tackar.
Appreciate. Appreciate.
Jag skulle uppskatta om ni kunde komma.
I'd appreciate it if you could come. I'd appreciate it if you could come.
Katastrof, olyckan, olycka.
Disaster. Disaster.
Det går i riktning mot en katastrof.
It goes in the direction of a disaster. It goes in the direction of a disaster.
Krona, krans, hjässa.
Crown. Crown.
Det finns en krona här.
There's a crown here. There's a crown here.
Pistol, kanon, vapnet.
Gun. Gun.
Killen hade en pistol.
The guy had a gun. The guy had a gun.
Misstag, fel, fåt.
Mistake. Mistake.
Han erkände sina misstag.
He admitted his mistakes. He admitted his mistakes.
Kamp, kampen, streta.
Struggle. Struggle.
Streta inte emot.
Don't struggle. Don't struggle.
Preferens, förkärlek, föredrar.
Preference. Preference.
Föredrar upphöjda platser för att sova, sitta eller bygga bo.
Preference for elevated places for roosting, perching or nesting. Preference for elevated places for roosting, perching or nesting.
Rekommendation, anbefallning, förordande.
Recommendation. Recommendation.
Jag ville att Tom skulle skriva mig en rekommendation.
I wanted Tom to write me a recommendation. I wanted Tom to write me a recommendation.
Jaga, jakten, jakt.
Hunt. Hunt.
Det är olagligt att jaga giraffer.
It's illegal to hunt giraffes. It's illegal to hunt giraffes.
Värdefulla, dyrbara, värdefull.
Valuable. Valuable.
Tom är en värdefull allierad.
Tom is a valuable ally. Tom is a valuable ally.
Ont, skada, såra.
Hurt. Hurt.
Jag har ont i fötterna.
My feet hurt. My feet hurt.
Konsekvent, förenligt, enhetlig.
Consistent. Consistent.
Den valda metoden ska tillämpas konsekvent över tiden.
The method chosen shall be applied in a consistent manner over time. The method chosen shall be applied in a consistent manner over time.
Suga, suger, sug.
Suck. Suck.
Språkskolor suger.
Language schools suck. Language schools suck.
Wrap, radbryta, filt.
Wrap. Wrap.
Tom tog en filt från sängen och svepte den runt sig själv.
Tom took a blanket off the bed and wrapped it around himself. Tom took a blanket off the bed and wrapped it around himself.
Parlamentet, riksdagen, Europaparlamentets.
Parliament. Parliament.
Regeringen föll efter en omröstning i riksdagen.
The government collapsed after a vote in Parliament. The government collapsed after a vote in Parliament.
Tungan, sponta, modersmål.
Tongue. Tongue.
Spanska är hans modersmål.
Spanish is his mother tongue. Spanish is his mother tongue.
Besättningen, filmarbetare, besättning.
True. True.
De är en bra besättning.
They're a good crew. They're a good crew.
Järnväg, stången, tåg.
Rail. Rail.
Tåg går på räls.
Trains run on rails. Trains run on rails.
Åt sidan, undan, åsido.
Aside. Aside.
Hon drog mig åt sidan.
She pulled me aside. She pulled me aside.
Oppositionen, motstånd, invändning.
Opposition. Opposition.
Motstånd, kritik och antagonism är sanningens följeslagare.
Opposition, criticism, and antagonism are companions to the truth. Opposition, criticism, and antagonism are companions to the truth.
Förbättra, öka, förstärka.
Enhance. Enhance.
Detta skulle öka flexibiliteten.
This should enhance flexibility. This should enhance flexibility.
Bunden, bundna, tvungen.
Bound. Bound.
Jag är tvungen att påminna parlamentet om detta.
I am bound to remind the House of this. I am bound to remind the House of this.
Folkmassan, publiken, skara.
Crowd. Crowd.
De skymtade mannen genom folkmassan.
They caught sight of the man among the crowd of people. They caught sight of the man among the crowd of people.
Stolt över, stolt, högfärdig.
Proud. Proud.
Han är stolt över sina elever.
He's proud of his students. He's proud of his students.
Låsa, låser, slussen.
Lock. Lock.
Kan du vara snäll och låsa dörren?
Would you please lock the door? Would you please lock the door?
Lätthet, underlätta, enkel.
Ease. Ease.
Han löste korsordet med lätthet.
He did the crossword with ease. He did the crossword with ease.
Mil, kilometer, meter.
Mile. Mile.
Stationen är 2 engelska mil bort.
The station is 2 miles away. The station is 2 miles away.
Svår, allvarliga, svåra.
Severe. Severe.
Men vad är hemligheten med att behålla tålamodet under svåra påfrestningar?
But what is the secret of remaining patient under severe stress? But what is the secret of remaining patient under severe stress?
Paket, litet paket, bunt.
Packet. Packet.
Sa Jane medan hon tog upp ett paket med pappersnäsdukar ur jackfickan.
Said Jane as she pulled a packet of tissues from her jacket pocket. Said Jane as she pulled a packet of tissues from her jacket pocket.
Skål, bunken, kittel.
Bowl. Bowl.
Han satte sig i soffan med en skål godis i knät.
He sat on the sofa with a bowl of sweets in his lap. He sat on the sofa with a bowl of sweets in his lap.
Lösa, matcha, lasa.
Resolve. Resolve.
Om ni två kunde lösa era problem, så skulle det hjälpa er båda.
If you two could resolve this tension, you could really help each other. If you two could resolve this tension, you could really help each other.
Stolthet, högmod, högfärd.
Pride. Pride.
Han svalde sin stolthet.
He swallowed his pride. He swallowed his pride.
Tanken, behållaren.
Tank. Tank.
Tanka full tank.
Fill up the tank. Fill up the tank.
Kid, ungen, barn.
Kid. Kid.
Jag har 3 barn.
I have 3 kids. I have 3 kids.
Inspektion, besiktning, kontroll.
Inspection. Inspection.
Jag utförde en inspektion.
I carried out an inspection. I carried out an inspection.
Penna, blyert, penn.
Pen. Pen.
Jag behöver en röd penna.
I need a red pen. I need a red pen.
Öken, öde.
Desert. Desert.
Beduiner bor i öknen.
Bedouin live in the desert. Bedouin live in the desert.
Avbryt, avboka, annullera.
Cancel. Cancel.
Kan jag avboka den här biljetten?
Can I cancel this ticket? Can I cancel this ticket?
Tvätta, tvätt, skölja.
Wash. Wash.
Gå och tvätta ansiktet.
Go wash your face. Go wash your face.
Etableringen, inrättandet, upprättande.
Establishment. Establishment.
Upprättande och studier av statistisk information för andras räkning.
Establishment and study of statistical information, for others. Establishment and study of statistical information, for others.
Pilot, lotsa, lots.
Pilot. Pilot.
Janni är pilot.
Yanni is a pilot. Yanni is a pilot.
Tillkännagivande, meddelande, utlysning.
Announcement. Announcement.
Jag har ett tillkännagivande.
I have an announcement. I have an announcement.
Pan, panorera, panna.
Pan. Pan.
Han stekte pannkakor i en gjutjärnspanna.
He was frying pancakes in a cast iron pan. He was frying pancakes in a cast iron pan.
Långsamt, sakta, sakteligen.
Slowly. Slowly.
Tom öppnade långsamt dörren.
Tom slowly opened the door. Tom slowly opened the door.
Vinnare, segraren, pristagare.
Winner. Winner.
Han är segraren.
He is the winner. He is the winner.
Svag, svaga, svagt.
Weak. Weak.
Snöret är mycket svagt.
The string is very weak. The string is very weak.
Nöjd, nöjda, tillfreds.
Satisfied. Satisfied.
Han är aldrig nöjd.
He's never satisfied. He's never satisfied.
Intelligent, smart, förståndig.
Intelligent. Intelligent.
Tom är en intelligent man.
Tom is an intelligent man. Tom is an intelligent man.
Snabbt, hurtig, fort.
Rapidly. Rapidly.
Råttor förökar sig fort.
Rats breed rapidly. Rats breed rapidly.
Berättelse, sagan, saga.
Tale. Tale.
Det är som att hamna i en älvsaga.
It's like being dropped inside a fairy tale. It's like being dropped inside a fairy tale.
Skratta, skrattar, garva.
Laugh. Laugh.
Tom började skratta.
Tom started laughing. Tom started laughing.
Jätte, jätten, gigantisk.
Giant. Giant.
Jupiter är en gasjätte.
Jupiter is a gas giant. Jupiter is a gas giant.
Vitala, livsviktiga, viktig.
Vital. Vital.
En viktig faktor har varit att man har tillämpat följande bibliska principer.
Application of the following Bible principles was vital. Application of the following Bible principles was vital.
Synliga, syns, synlig.
Visible. Visible.
Stigen var knappt synlig.
The trail was barely visible. The trail was barely visible.
Anta, adoptera, inta.
Adopt. Adopt.
Min fru ville adoptera ett barn.
My wife wanted to adopt a child. My wife wanted to adopt a child.
Kombinera, sammanslutningen, förena.
Combine. Combine.
Vi vill kombinera dem båda, vilket inte är lätt.
We want to combine the two, which is not easy. We want to combine the two, which is not easy.
Katalog, sortlistan, katalogisera.
Catalog. Catalog.
Gränskontrollerna utförs i stort sett i enlighet med bästa praxis i EU:s Schengen-katalog.
The border checks are broadly carried out in line with best practices of the EU Schengen catalog. The border checks are broadly carried out in line with best practices of the EU Schengen catalog.
Ingripande, inblandning, intervention.
Intervention. Intervention.
Amerikanska folket tror på non-intervention.
The American public believe in non-intervention. The American public believe in non-intervention.
Klokt, vise, vis.
Wise. Wise.
Hon är mer vis än smart.
She is more wise than clever. She is more wise than clever.
Arbetskraft, Labourpartiet, arbete.
Labor. Labor.
Barnarbete är olagligt.
Child labor is illegal. Child labor is illegal.
Tydligen, uppenbarligen, synes.
Apparently. Apparently.
Tydligen är jag adopterad.
Apparently I'm adopted. Apparently I'm adopted.
Vägnar, räkning, grund.
Behalf. Behalf.
Min bror gjorde det å mina vägnar.
My brother did it on my behalf. My brother did it on my behalf.
Vittne, bevittna, vittna.
Witness. Witness.
Jag var vittne.
I was a witness. I was a witness.